everybody. Ooh, mood lighting. I have just wrapped another episode of Lady Bitch shooting. Gotta edit it now, but I didn't want to slack on my video without notice, so this will be the last one until I get the Lady Bits editing done for a while, except for the Patron Thursday video. Those happen because they give me money. Becoming a patron is a good thing. But I want to show you guys the epic disaster that is my sink. Yes, this is what beauty requires. And yes, there are band-aids. I cut myself on black wrap. But this isn't what I'm talking about. I want to talk to you about. Saw Justice League over the weekend. I'm on like episode 10 of The Punisher. And if you've heard Justice League is bad, it's probably worse. I'm not going to do any spoilers. I'm going to talk about it later. But I do want to save some people some money. The 3D, the special feature stuff for the ticket, it's just not worth the money, and there's not enough there to be worth seeing it in theaters. You can watch that thing when it comes on, you know, direct download or rent it at home or whatever. You don't need to see that movie in theaters. It's just, there are some hilariously bad moments, but that's not worth the cost of what a movie costs today, so stay home, watch Punisher. If you don't have Netflix, get Netflix, because then you can watch, like, Punisher and Daredevil and Luke Cage and the first 7 episodes of Jessica Jones and The Defenders. Don't bother with Iron Fist. But Punisher. Punisher is very good. I was a little bit concerned with the first few episodes because, as I put on Twitter, there's some stuff about his motivations. Hello, Zelly Zelda. Yep. Don't knock anything in the sink, please, honey. But there's a few things about his motivations that is a little bit more. I want the Punisher to be somebody who kills by choice. He has a mission. Yes, it's not black and white morality, but I don't want him to be somebody that has to kill because he's so messed up. Because people like that are scary, and it's a real stigma against military veterans with PTSD. I've had many tell me that they have trouble getting jobs because employers think they're going to go postal and start shooting someone at work. No, people are more likely to harm themselves. Thanks, Loki. More likely to harm themselves if they have a condition like PTSD or a mental illness. It's the same thing. People with mental illness are more likely to be the victims of violence than commit violence. So I was a little disappointed with the Marvel Netflix shows. I wish they would stop giving them mental issues. Like, make them characters, make them troubled, but there's a secondary character who is going through issues too, and that's just freaking gut-wrenching, and I'm fine with that. But when you give an anti-hero like the Punisher or a hero things like PTSD, they did the same thing with Jessica Jones. It just, those sorts of things don't go away when it's convenient. You know, it actually stops you from doing things. It's not something that, you know, you're unpleasant, but then you can function at critical moments. No, it's not like that. Other than that, though, getting the concerns I had out of the way. So far, and it might completely shit the bed in the last 3-4 episodes, whatever, but I doubt it will. It's been really great. It's one of my top 3 Marvel Netflix series. My favorite is Luke Cage. It's really vying with Luke Cage, but it's definitely on par or better than the first season of Daredevil. Those are my other 2 favorites, and so that sort of gives you a sense of what I like. I mean, that action sequence in the first season of Daredevil where it's all in a hallway and it just keeps going and going and going. It's a one-shot, right? Like, nothing in Daredevil has even approached that ever since. And there's some really great action. Some very, very violent action in Punisher. The first episode or 2, I'm like, I'm not sure I can take this, but it's really great. And it does slow down. It does slow down. As Netflix series, Marvel series usually do, it does slow down in the midpoint. But unlike slowing down in a bad way where there's nothing for the characters to do, it actually gets into this really poignant and adorable and gut-wrenching, like really emotional subplot. And it worked. I believed it. In part because, what's his name, Jon Bernthal? He's a great actor and he's great in this part. it's cool to see Karen Page worked as connective tissue as well as Night Nurse. And I had one thing kind of spoiled for me. I mean, I kind of know where it's going just because who one of the characters is, but it's kind of cool. And it's one of those things where because I know it, I'm watching the show in a different way than somebody who doesn't know it is. So it's not going to be OMG when it happens. It's like, that's the part, you know? So, I really enjoy it. So if it's a choice between spending money on a movie or getting a month of Netflix, get a month of Netflix. Or if you have not seen Thor Ragnarok, go see that. Thor Ragnarok is awesome. Okay? Hope I didn't give too many spoilers. I tried to be vague. If you want to talk more about the monstrosity that is Justice League or the awesomeness that is Punisher, I can do a video with spoilers. But right now, I just want to go get this crap off my face and eat pizza and drink wine. I'm gonna go do that. Thanks for watching.